All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Peter Renna, writer over at CBSI. I do dollar bin digging, which we're about to do right now, as well as a couple of other articles, as well as on a couple of the shows over on the Tales from the Flip Side YouTube channel. But today, as I said, we're going to get back to a little bit more dollar bin digging at home. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep up with these dollar bin digging videos, as some spots to dig have opened up near me. I'm still weighing my options of whether I want to dive back in there quite yet or wait until things kind of mellow out a little bit more. I don't know. While I'm itching to get back to those boxes, I am not eager to hit up the crowds, as I'm sure a lot of you feel the same as me. But then I know there's plenty of people who aren't worried at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but whatever it is, I'm going to keep doing this. I still have a couple more boxes, so I can keep doing this for a few more weeks if I want to. And I don't know. So for at least today, I'm going to do it one more time. So let's see what we got in box number 6 of me dollar bin digging my own stock at home. So let's switch on over and get our my camera, which I was eagerly waiting to charge. I actually filmed a pickup video. If you swing on over to my YouTube channel, you can watch that pickup video while I was waiting for my phone to charge up to have enough juice to do this very video here. So I don't know if you're interested in the other stuff I've been picking up online, go check that out. But otherwise, let's see what we got here in this box. So right off the bat, I can see that's a new release book. That wasn't a dollar bin book. That's a Heathen number 7. I picked that up just like this facsimile, giant size, number 1. All right, here's a dollar bin book for you. Ghost Rider 28, First Lilith. If the Marvel, ever gets around to doing a Ghost Rider series, well, Lilith might be a character they decide to use as some sort of big bad. This Rise of the Midnight Suns was fun back in the day. I usually grab these when I find them because they're usually cheap, and you can still find them polybag. And they got these. Oh, there's Lilith right there. These posters usually they form one big poster if you get them all. So again, like I said, I grabbed them. Hey, look at that newsstand. Not too bad. Didn't even realize that. Oh, Marvel Age. Oh, I always like this Marvel Age cover. I mean, Ron Lim. He's what got me into comics quite a bit. I mean, the Silver Surfer run is what grabbed me as a youth. That and Jim Lee's X-Men. But between those two, that's what hooked me into comics back in the early 90s. So, you know what? I don't know. I'll take a look, see what that does. Could be interesting. I don't want to keep doing Marvel Age books. While there's some interesting ones, I don't want to keep hitting that well. Speaking of Jim Lee, I believe this might be his first Marvel work on this Alpha Flight 51. If I ever run into him, this is one book I would consider having him sign. Either this or Samurai Santa, which I think is actually his first published work. And I do have one of those sitting around here somewhere. But you know what? Alpha Flight 51 is one of the few Alpha Flight books you can keep an eye out for in the bins. Just like this one is 2. It's probably 3. I mean, the First Lady Deathstrike, which I think is issue 33, is probably the only other one outside of these two that are really worth grabbing. Well, I guess that's not true. The Big Hero 6 books in Volume 2 of Alpha Flight aren't too bad either. But this was a North Star's coming out issue, first print. There's also a second print with a blue, I think it's a blue trade dress. But yeah, that's worth grabbing. Oh, Black Hammer Justice League. All right, so like I said, some of these boxes, they have quite a bit of new release books in them. So I'm just going to kind of skip past them. Yeah, I buy way too many new release books. It's a waste, considering, probably now you can find a lot of these in dollar bins. But I don't know. I like to continue my collections. I'm a little OCD in keeping my runs going, so I buy a lot of new release books still. Here we go. This nice Black Knight Marvel frame cover from Avengers 273. It's a nice little book. Newsstand. You know what? I'll take a look at it. Again, I got to come up with 4, so I'm going to grab a few options out of here and whittle it down and see what jumps out at me. I think it's his first Cap armor. I think this was a joke. Somebody posted about this, and I found it in a box, and I said, you know what? What the hell? Cap and armor. It kind of looks like Super Pro. There. If you guys collected in the 90s, you remember Super Pro. You kind of had that look. Free comic book day issue. It's Master of Kung Fu's. I still am trying to finish out this run. Almost there. I think I need like a dozen books. And I'm just trying to do it by buying them on the cheap. I mean, outside of the first appearance, which I think I paid $50 for my first Shang-Chi, which is a hell of a deal now because the movie news and everything, that book's jumped quite a bit. Deathlock. I did not pay $3 for it. Deathlock 1. I probably didn't even pay $1. But, there's a book you see out there a lot. That's silver foil. That's the freebie giveaway. There's a Once and Future. That's a new release book. witching hour. I will grab these DC, Bronze Age type horror books when I see them. I saw a lot more than I should have purchased, but I did not. But I now will grab them when I see them because some interesting stuff, some cool covers, some Birdie Wrights and stuff in that run. I think this is a first Wendell Vaughn or Quasar or one of the other two. I mean, it's not a great copy, but again, you find it super cheap. You grab it. I don't think I feel like writing about this one because this one I think is a known book these days. So I don't think first Quasar. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna pull it anyway. Who knows? But most likely, I'm not gonna cover that one. Just like Omega the Unknown. I believe this is also his first appearance. For some reason, I think people were talking about Omega the Unknown not that long ago, but I'm sure that spec or whatever that was kind of faded. Who knows? New release book. New Teen Titans. I'm still trying to fill out that run. Hugh's Wonder Woman's, just like Hugh's Catwoman's. I will grab these every time I see them. I do not have a complete run of them yet, but I will get there eventually. I think these might even just be duplicates, but I'd have to double check it. But again, these are great books. I'm a Hughes fan, well, at least Hughes of this era, and I grab these books every time I see them. I'm not going to write about them this week because I don't want to overdo it and keep covering the same topics over and over again. Cops. Anybody remember this cartoon? These are some solid toys too, from what I remember. A little weird, but I enjoyed them. Yeah. Cops #1. I think it's only like a 12 or 15 issue series. I don't think it does much on the aftermarket, but hey, you never know. We get like some retooling or revamp of Cops. This stuff get heat up as nostalgia. Everybody loves hitting those nostalgic. There's another Hughes cover. This nostalgic characters for the Transformers, G.I. Joes, etc. These Eternals books, I think, are still doing pretty well. We'll see how the movie ends up being. I have high hopes. I think they'll be able to give us something of quality. But these books still sell. I mean, any issue now in this run is worth grabbing, especially if you can find them. Sure, some of these are a little beat up, but again, these are going to be for my run, so I don't care if they're a little dinged. 17 and 18, I think they're near the end of the run. And again, they're going to be just for me, just for my copy. So while I'd love to have high grade, I am not that picky. It's a nice little photon cover. I don't know if Captain Marvel 2, if they get back to Monica Rambeau, but yeah, there she is there in this issue of Avengers. I always think of this one. I know her first was Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16, I think. And I think she showed up in Avengers before this, but I don't know. I always seem to see this cover out there. And when I thought of her as a character, this is what I always saw. So I almost out of muscle memory will grab this when I see this for like a quarter or 50 cents out of a box. These Moon Knights are pretty good books. I mean, even a little dinged up, you can see like the little bit of damage here on the side. I mean, I'll grab it, but that's still kind of a book. Like, you're not going to find a lot of Sienkiewicz Moon Knight covers these days in the dollar boxes. But if you do, just grab them. Just don't even think about it. Just do it. Dead Eyes. Yeah, new release. So we're going to kind of skip the new releases again. That's not what we're doing here. Yeah. Look at that. It's a Campbell Lady Death cover, where she's not the Lady Death that we all know and love. But yeah, let me grab that and see what that does. Just like this Skull the Slayer. Why Skull the Slayer 4, you ask? Well, I believe there's it's a Return of the Black Knight right down in here, as you can see. So the Black Knight coming back from probably some time off, back to comics and back to the forefront of Marvel. So you know what? Let's take a look. I think that was doing a little bit of something. And look at that nice little patch here stuff I might like to do. I know I already did a Marvel Tales just a couple of weeks ago. It was a Mark Jewelers. I don't think either of these are Mark Jewelers, but no, it doesn't look like it. But these are still reprints, these Marvel Tales, and these are reprints of that classic, Death of Gwen Stacy. Here you go. This is just, it's hard to get these regular books. I still don't have the regular issues in my Amazing Spider-Man run. They're just a little pricey for me right now. I don't really feel like spending $200-300 on either of those books, to get a solid copy. I would grab a cheap one, but even then, you're still talking probably about $100. And for now, those Marvel Tales will do, for me. So it's And I still think they might actually sell for a couple of bucks if you were so inclined to try to flip those. But again, they're nice little pickups if you're just curious about a story you want a copy, like I do, just to kind of fill that void until you can get the real ones one day. Again, I know you guys probably see me grab this Namor 26 over and over again. This Jay Lee started on this series. It's just again, also memory. I just grab this stuff, see it, and I grab it. New Teen Titans. Let's see, there's a New Teen Titans I'm looking for here. Descender. Oh, see, there we go. Another Rise of the Midnight Suns. You can grab yourself a poly bag. You get another poster. Maybe you can build the whole set. Maybe I even have it in this box. Doesn't look like it, but I know I do have a set scattered around here. The New Mutants 25. Was it 25 and 26? The first Legion. I remember those got pretty hot for a while there with the Legion series. Still got to watch that last season. Black Knight. This is a nice Avengers cover for Black Knight. I think he's going to be good. I have faith in Jon Snow in the Eternals movie. So I've also been a fan of Black Knight for a while. I like the Dane Whitman Black Knight character. I don't know, maybe it's just because he had a cool outfit, the ebony blade, cool sword, Black Pegasus. I don't know. I always liked him, so I'm excited to see him. Some old Amazing Spider-Mans. Yeah, even these browned up copies. If you find them out there and people just don't care, I don't know. I just buy them. Yeah, but those are not things I'm going to cover in a Dollar Bin article. I'm not going to tell you, if you find Amazing Spider-Man 58 for a buck or two out in a cheap box, go buy it. I mean, you should know to do that already. Baron Blood. I think this might be a first of some kind. I can't remember. It's not Union Jack. I don't know if it's a. I'm not sure. Not sure this is the first appearance. You know what? Just in case, let's pull it. We'll double check it. Again, my memory gets hazy. And again, another Hughes Wonder Woman added to the pile. Again, I'm not going to pull these, but any of these I would suggest grabbing if you see them. I had a fun one. This is a first Blackfire, the sister of Starfire. I think Teen Titans Go had her on a couple of episodes. Fun little rivalry there. But I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to get to something like that, or even if they did on the Titans TV series. I haven't watched the second season yet. I'm going to have to get to that one of these days once I get some free time. But that's a book you might want to grab if you see it. That was number 23 for her first appearance. And I think the story continues here in 24. But I'm only going to grab the 23 for now. I already got a decent pile, but I'm just going to flip through the rest of this box, see if anything jumps out at me. And you guys are welcome to keep watching and see what's in here. Again, looks like Archer cover. It looks like a lot of new release books are filling this. I can just tell by looking at the top of these books that these seem more like new release books that I get and just stuck in this box until I can have time to bag the board and sort them all. Chrononauts. And most likely these are all books that came out the same week. Yeah, together. And plot number 2, Manor Black. Hill House. Yeah, this is stuff that I tell myself that I do want. I still got to catch up on that. I want to read, and I'll get to it one of these days. So another copy, Die. Heist. Yeah, it's in Electric Black. Morbius. Oh, some good vampire cover, maybe. Guard. Yeah, this might even just be all. Oh my God, Tomb of Dragons. Oh, yeah. I know other channels have pointed out, but yeah, watch out for the facsimiles. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to realize that $3.99 is probably not the price that you should be paying. When you're buying things online, look at the pictures, look at what you're buying, read the description. Don't just go off of the listing title, because while not everyone is trying to mislead you, lying by omission could be just seen just as bad as outright fraud. But I don't know, just be careful with what you're buying. That'd be my only suggestion. Know what you're spending money on, especially if you're spending a lot of money. Don't be paying hundreds of dollars for a New Mutants 98 reprint. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Because if you do know what it is and you're still paying that, then, well, more power to you. I wish I had copies I could sell you. And again, new releases. Yeah, it looks like this box just kind of... So ran 87. Yeah, New Hope. I think there's a first symbiote of some kind in here in this Spider-Man Unlimited. I think it heated up with the first Venom movie. It's not Scream. I don't know. Right, I don't know. I'm still not pulling it. But that's something. It's a hefty book too. So if you find it for $1, I would grab it. It was something for at least for a little while. And it's also the start of Maximum Carnage. So if you just want the Maximum Carnage run, especially with the second movie coming, then go ahead and grab it. But I'm not pulling it today. And new release, show's end, Money Shot. I enjoyed this Money Shot. That was funny. Marvel Tales. Again, I told you, I don't mind reprints. So I will buy these Marvel Tales when I see them, because a lot of this ASM run, I don't have the originals pre like 200. Like, I have a smattering of issues, but a lot of them I just don't have yet. So I will buy those reprints. In the meantime, nice Jim Lee cover on this Superman Man of Steel. Yeah. I know I've shown this, and I think I've covered this one before. 85, Marvel Comics Presents St. Keith. When you got this Toys R Us limited edition, X-Men 1. New release. Oh, I do remember grabbing this. I didn't love this at first, but then my LCS had it for a couple of weeks. It was sitting there, and I had a light week. And I said, you know what? Just give it to me. So I just bought it. I don't even know what it does anymore. It's just been in this box since then. Oh, and I remember when this heated up for a while. Probably should have just sold this. I don't know if this does anything anymore. What is it? It's First Spider Zero or some such nonsense on this Walmart pack. Well, I got one sitting in here. And again, new release books. Yeah, just new releases the rest of the way. So I think I got a good selection of books. I think I can pull 4 out of here of things that you should be able to find, or at least keep an eye out for when you're out there digging. If you can dig now, or when you decide to get back out there. From the Teen Titans, there's Blackfire to, like I said, these Marvel Retails reprints. Skull the Slayer, or any Black Knight appearances. And then again, artists, covers, candles, Sinkovich, Wendell Vaughn, or Quasar. I can't remember which is the first. I think it's one of the two is in there. Again, going back to the Black Knight. North Star coming out. Jim Lee. Ron Lim. Thanos cover. I don't know. I'll find something. 4 of these will, I'm certain I can pull in together a nice little article for you guys to read if you're interested. So with that, maybe I'll do another one of these next week. Otherwise, if I get really brazen and decide to hit the flea markets this weekend, I might not dig for my own box, and I'll just show you what I grabbed. I don't plan on doing it on the road. I'm not a GoPro kind of guy walking around, filming when I'm digging in a box. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. I don't know. I just don't think I can do it. I mean, maybe I won't care after a while of doing this, and if you guys find it interesting, maybe I will do it. But for now, I'm more comfortable just sitting here in this in the spare room here and just going through my stuff and sharing it for whoever's interested to see it. So with that, I will catch you all next week, and check out all the stuff here on comicbookinvest.com, and I'll see you guys later.